As many of you know, I retail air guns now, and I get a lot of questions from firearm guys coming to air guns and vice versa. I get a lot of air gunners asking what kind of comparisons that can be made to firearms. First off, there's a few pros and cons on each platform that you pick, whether that's firearms or air guns. Air guns, just like firearms, there's many different calibers, and each caliber and each platform is going to give you some pros and cons. It's just a tool, so different tools are going to do different jobs. But I do want to say that there's a few reasons why I personally like air guns more, and I do shoot firearms, but I personally like air guns more, and the list is very short, but that's the reason I choose air guns over firearms. Number one is noise. The older I get, I just enjoy peace and quiet, and it's really hard to shoot firearms now because it's so dang loud. Quietness is really a thing that is important to me, and air guns obviously are much quieter. So that's number one. Number two is that air guns, when it comes to ammo, they're much more affordable. If you're looking at a 5.56 or 223 round, let's say a 223 is like 56 cents for cheap surplus. If you're getting to match grade, then you're talking $2 a round. And with air guns, usually it's between, let's say, a cent and 5 cents. Like the highest end ammo might be 5 cents, but that's a fraction of what 223 5.56 is. And another thing I really like about air guns, and one of the reasons I prefer air guns over firearms, is the fact that you can shoot them in your backyard. It's a great joy to walk in your backyard and shoot them, and going to friends' houses and shooting them at friends' houses, and there's just a lot more opportunity in shooting locations, and it's also quieter. So if you go out into a state park where you are able to shoot a firearm, mind you, there's wildlife and other people that are going to get nosy, like, hey, who's this guy blowing off 5.56 in the distance? Whereas an air gun's quiet, so it just doesn't attract that kind of attention. Even though there's sometimes that you're permitted to shoot a firearm, I still choose an air gun because it's just so much quieter, and you just get more privacy when it comes to shooting and hunting and not disturbing the local wildlife. I think another thing that really attracts me to air guns is the fact that I don't have to go to a range. A public range is sometimes really awesome if you've got a good one, but in most circumstances I really dislike public ranges, and especially ones where the range officer isn't doing their job. There's a lot of people that come to ranges and just don't know how to handle a firearm and proper firearm safety, and so that's a big issue for me. And so obviously air guns, if you're shooting in your backyard in a controlled environment with a good backdrop, it's intrinsically safer than going to a range where there's people that might not have ever shot the gun that they're going to shoot that day. And so I think if you're a new shooter, you should definitely consider air guns. And if you're a firearm guy, I do think that air guns are also for you too, because there's a lot of really cool things about air guns. And for air guns, like I said, it's the noise. They're much quieter. It's the affordability. You're spending a fraction of the cost on ammo. And then third, just the convenience of where you can shoot them. Perhaps that's what's best about air guns, the fact that you can go in your backyard and shoot them with your friends. So if you're interested in getting an air gun, make sure to check out my business. It's AirGuns.com. I hope you guys enjoy this video on the beach here in Florida, and you guys have a blessed week. Talk to you later. Bye.